Okay, when you was in the hole and you begin to realize that some of the stuff that I was sharing with you before I left, that it began to register with you then, in what way was it registering with you?
Just the choices that I was making, the company that I was around, how even if I wasn't directly involved with them, just being around them, you get sucked right into it. And it's like the thought process. Like if you're around it, like how you always like if you're around it, you guilty by association if they do something. So they automatically gonna put you in it, and you're gonna react because you there. So you're gonna put yourself in it. So it was that.
Okay, now were you able to see what prevented you from being able to reach that point while I was there with you, as opposed to you reaching it once I was gone? What caused you to reach it once I was gone, as opposed to not being able to reach it while I was there with you?
I think not being able to process it properly, and probably a little resentment. Like man, I ain't doing that shit. Like man, like I ain't doing that shit. But like I listened, like I held it, but I wasn't because I think I still had a little resentment.
Toward me?
Yeah,
For what?
for leaving me again, for even me being put in this situation.
So, to some degree, you blame me for you even being in that situation.
Yeah,
Okay? And you blame me for you being incarcerated in the first place.
I mean it was my choice ultimately, but
Do you feel that you would
I
have
just
a better chance at succeeding in society if I would have never went to prison, or if I would have got out and been there with you before you became an adult?
yeah, just based on the what kind of man you are now and how Granny was,
Then who was Granny?
your mama.
And how was she?
What you mean?
You say how she was. So
Like just
obviously
her
she left you
morals,
with
just
something.
her, just her values, her principle, her love that her just her mother instincts.
Yeah.
You know, like the nurturing part of her. Like you get a lot of that from her. Like you might not display it as a woman, but you get a lot of that from Granny.
The values and the awareness of
Yeah,
something. And it's funny because while I was there in society with her, I wasn't able to apply the wisdom that she was giving me to avoid falling into the traps. But once I came to prison and I began to feel so guilty because I didn't apply it, and I realized that had I utilized it in society, I wouldn't have had to come to prison to have learned it.
yeah,
So as a result, I feel honored every time I got a chance to use something that she had instilled in me to avoid falling into the traps. So, do you feel at any point when you utilize something that I may have shared with you to avoid falling into the traps, do you feel honored to be able to do that, or is it just, you know, a passing like, just passing the day by?
no, I know when I do something, I make a right choice, and it's something that you share it with me. I be like, I got that from pops. Like, I be proud of myself because I finally applied it. You know, because a person could tell somebody something. You could give a person all the game in the world. If a person doesn't apply it in their life, it's nothing. If you don't apply it, you don't know what'll work for you and what don't work for you.
Have you ever felt like a victim?
I won't go. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
Do you feel that like you were subjected to some things in life that were not fair?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. And being subjected to some things in life that's not fair causes some people to feel like they was a victim. So it's like my being there, I wasn't able to maybe protect you from some things in life, or some things that you were subjected to. So because I wasn't there to protect you from them, you were vulnerable. And as a result, you got victimized. And so I feel bad because I wasn't able to be there. You get subjected to it. It has an effect on you. You rebel, or you gravitate toward what you feel will help you be able to defend yourself against those forces if they come against you again. And that's how I saw you becoming vulnerable to gangs.
Yeah. Yeah, now that you say it like that. Never looked at it like that.